Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Foundry and we are on the verge of completing the production chain we need for the Enriched Ignium Pellets. And what I did between episodes, I just put down some placeholder blocks here to show you what I'm thinking about. Look at that. We got a beautiful sunrise here. Let's get a little distracted and take a look at that sunrise coming up over the trees. Oh, that's awesome. Check that out. That's pretty cool. The little mountain, got the trees. That's beautiful. Very cool. Very cool. Look at that. Nice. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I put down some placeholder belts and things, and I'm probably gonna have to pull them up and reorient them. But I was gonna take them up before starting this episode, but I don't want to mess it up. So let me show you what I was thinking of doing. Over here, we've got our Techum Rods. We did that a couple episode ago, right? So we wired up these four, or have these all hooked up and belted, and here come two lines of Techum Rods. So what I was thinking of doing is taking one of these lines of Techum Rods. I won't hook it up just yet, but so maybe hook this line up here to this belt. It'll come down this way. And so this will be Techum Rods. Boom. And then we'll take the assembler here and we'll use a loader, one of those new loaders that I don't think we've made use of them yet. Let's go craft one up for the heck of it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's this extended guy here. So second lane loader. Let's grab a couple of them. I've got plenty of inventory slots. So let's get a couple of these crafted up. I'll take 4 and I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of, so maybe we do the second one here. So this guy would take off Techum Rods from the far belt. And then this inner belt, kind of closest to the assemblers here, this would actually be fed by some of this crushed ignium powder powder coming off of here. So let me get rid of that so that's not so distracting. So yeah, we have a belt coming off this way. I'll just put stuff down. It's easier to explain it if you can see it. So we'll have some powder coming off of here, and then maybe another line of powder here. And then we have room. Yeah, I think we still have room. Let me craft a crusher. If I've got the resource, I should. Where is the crusher? We're gonna probably need 2 of these. I'm gonna craft 2 of them right now. So once that first one is done, I can place it and we'll see. So basically these guys would be outputting, if I escape out of all this, let me drop a loader here just so we can visualize it. So this guy's going to be outputting his ignium dust powder there. And then we put another crusher here. Let's see, it has built. Let's go drop him down, and panel would be out kind of like this. Let's see, is there enough room now to feed this guy ore? So we've been doing loaders here on these guys. There might just be enough room. I mean, by total accident, we may be in good shape here. So we got this one. We have 2 blocks before the belt. So if we do 2 blocks before the belt, that would mean a belt here like this. And that would be our output belt for the powder. Or no, that would be our input belt. Sorry. So yeah, that would be our input belt for the incoming ignium ore, right? And we always kind of route that in here, and let's see. How do we do it? This one came back a couple. But again, we drop a drone miner over here and route our raw ignium ore down this channel, down this set of conveyors. It branches, we split it, feed this crusher. It turns that into powder and puts it on one of these belts. And when we do another one here, same thing. We split this belt. We feed ignium ore into a crusher, and then the crusher dumps the powder out. And then we take this powder line. This would be powder. And we take him out and push him where? Let's see. Powder. So we're doing the rods on the outside. So the powder would go on the inside. So that would be kind of here, right? So here comes the powder for this lane. And then we'd have to run another belt of powder all the way out to feed this lane. So these would probably come out. Boom, 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 boom. And somehow that. And then we need to route the second belt of Techum Rods, somewhere out this way. We might have to dig underneath something. Let me just patch that hole I made. Might have to dig underneath and go under a belt or something. But eventually those Techum Rods would be on the outside of this belt. And this assembler would have one of those loaders that reaches over 2 lanes. So that's what I'm thinking. I think that'll fit, and it actually looks pretty good. And it does allow us, we can always tear things out and keep extending that way. And then we've got a single belt here. And this is the only kind of limiting factor. Got a single belt here for the pellets, for the enriched ignium pellets. But I'm thinking this particular belt, maybe the other ones too, that where we're going back to the main factory, maybe this is where we start to leverage those faster belts. So if we craft, it's going to take more resource. I didn't bring any. We'll have to, what do I have? Do I have any? I can make some. But I was thinking we use these level 2 conveyors, and then maybe eventually this is a belt that gets upgraded to level 3. But then here we'd have our enriched ignium pellets. We'd come out this way, past the ignium mine, and then head straight towards the base. Maybe even tunnel through that hill this time. That would be a challenge. I'll just go over it. It'd be neat to tunnel through it and have lights in the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? But in order to do that, I've either got to have solar power on the mountain there somewhere, or extend our low voltage power network all the way into that tunnel. But a lighted tunnel would be pretty damn sweet. I think that'd be pretty cool. The way you could do it, maybe I have to think about that. The way we could do it is have the belt itself sit on top of building blocks, and those building blocks would basically just connect our power network all the way through. It would look pretty sweet. It would be a lot of work, but it would look cool going through that mountain. Let's just go over there for the heck of it now that it's on my mind. Sorry, this is a distraction, but I don't know if it's really a small little mountain, it might not be worth doing. Yeah, that's probably not worth doing, right? We're not tunneling through much. So maybe not this one, but in the future, or if we come across an opportunity to go through a mountain, maybe I don't know if there's any more between here and the factory or not, our main factory. I think that would be cool to tunnel through the hill and then have lighting in there as well in the tunnel. I think that would look sweet. But this may not be the opportunity to do it. So let's get back to business. Back to business here. And actually make this plan a reality. I think it works. I think this is going to be a workable solution. But let's go and position things a little better. We can get our symmetry going here. Let's grab this loader. I think these belts can stay. This guy looks like he needs to move over 1. So let's do that. Build, and we will get this moving. Here's our assembler. Let's pop him down, and I need to see. I think is it there? Let's try there. Back up. Does that look right? That looks to be right to me. We can go ahead and place that loader. The one that reaches. I guess we will do we'll put it here. Sorry for the jumping around. Let's go ahead and place that reacher guy. Where is he? This one. Boom. Right. Rotate. Right there. And that is going to be an input. So let's make sure it's set to that. It is. So that's kind of cool. Let's plan for 2. So we'll pop one down here as well. Build. Assembler. And rotate. And now I think we're 1 block forward. Is that? We are right here and here, and it's hard to get them totally lined up. But I think we nailed it. I think we nailed it. Back here, I'm going to go back to my little backpack, grab one of these guys, rotate a couple times, pop that guy down, make sure it's input. It is. I can tell by the color, right? So that is that side. Let's pair up these assemblers, and then we'll do the belts. So that guy obviously has to come up. And we have to try and line them up here. So it's, let's see if we can do this. Is it there? We can try. And then I'm not sure which way we want the panel. Let me just place that. Yeah, the panel can come in. That actually looks like that worked. Let's go ahead and put our special loader down. Boom. Intake. We're good on that one. And I'm not sure. We may have too much resource here or not enough or not, it's not perfectly mathematical. But you can definitely spend the time and calculate that all if you like. I'm not going to bother with it. I usually don't. But it's definitely some additional gameplay if you want to figure that stuff out. If we come up short, then I will tweak it. But for now, we're just going to plop these guys down here. I need to come out to, I'm going to guess that that's it. It's not. We got to go one more over. Sorry for my jumping around here. Boom and boom. And I think it's here, right? That looks right. Boom. Up we go. That looks right. Then we're going to do something a little unique with the output. I'm going to connect that up a little different. These belts, I think, can stay level 1s. I'm going to need to construct some level 2s. I think these guys are going to go through here. They probably don't need to even extend that far. But I'll fix that in a minute. So let's go put our fancy loader here. Rotate that. Okay. We've got 4 assemblers, and they are bringing in their, what I believe is going to be the Techum Rods. We'll have the Techum Rods on the outside with the extended loaders grabbing those, and then we'll put the ignium powder in the middle. This is some extra belt we don't need right now. I'm going to clean it up while we're right here. And I'll probably pitch the ore. I know the ore isn't infinite, so this these ore deposits eventually will exhaust these. And then we'll have to figure out what to do. If we're just going to go mine and then route stuff over to this factory where we've got everything already set up to process it, or if we're just going to abandon this whole mining site completely and set up shop somewhere else. Hard to throw all this work away or just see it abandoned once we run out of ore, because there's a lot going on here. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not sure how long, we'll see how long the ore lasts, but it could be once we start doing Science Pack 3s, we start chewing through it. We did see some Techum not nearby, but kind of in between, right? There's some, there's additional Techum ore here. And there is some extra, well, that's xenoferrite. I don't see any extra ignium right nearby, but we could explore the map and grab some. More xenoferrite. We've got some way out there. But hopefully this is enough. Hopefully that's enough. All right, back to it. We've got our assemblers. Let's take up these belts and let's replace them with a level 2 belt. This is going to be, all 4 assemblers are going to be unloading onto this single belt. That may be a limitation, but we can always try and upgrade this to a level 3 belt down the road once we research those. I think there's level 3s. Let's just check. Is there a level 3 conveyor? Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, there is. It's right here. It's one of the first things. So that won't be too bad. Maybe that's one of the first things we research if we find out that we are just totally clogging this belt. All right, let's build some right now. I think I have enough resource. How many can I get? 100? Let's grab, how about we grab 25 of those? Let those craft up. In the meantime, let's route our technoferrite, or let's at least set up the loaders here. Let's set up our loaders first. So these guys can go here, or we can do it this way. Why don't we do it this way? That's intake. That's good. That's intake. I think it defaults to intake, so we're good on that. And we got to rotate these ones. Intake and intake. And we said we were going to try and do the Techum Rods on the far side where they really have to reach for it. And then here we've got some extra belt. Let me take that up before it gets filled with ore. Matter of fact, all of this is extra belt, and I don't need to go to the drill. We can just simply go into demolition mode and take these up. Boom and boom and boom and boom. I think that's all we need there, right? Let's take a look at the other side and do the same thing. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah, and eventually we need to put lights here. This is actually a good row for lights right here between these belts. Let's see. We can hook up the Techum Rods. And this may change. If we need to expand, this whole belt here is going to be moved out that direction. We've got a lot of extra platform here that we probably don't need, but we'll leave it there for expansion purposes later. I'm going to actually get this going. And then we can set the recipe on these guys too. Let's do it. We know it's going to be these pellets. Oh, no. Don't tell me they can't assemble pellets. Fuel rod casings. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe these need to be crushers. They do. They need to be crushers, not assemblers. Oh, that's not a big problem. Let's take these up. I'm pretty sure these need to be crushers, right? We can verify that by looking at the crafting menu and taking a look at the recipe. Yeah, it's crushers. It's kind of odd, but you crush them together and you get pellets. So that's fair enough. We will remove these and we will just replace them with crushers. So I need 4 more crushers. Do I have any on me? I have 1. So let's see if we can build 3 more. I can. 1, 2, and 3. And I can tell because these are only, the crushers are only 2 wide, we're going to need to move these guys as well. Oops, come on. That's not a big deal. Let's take these guys out. Take these guys out. Oops, not the belt. Just the loader. Put the belt back. Oh, no, the belts can go too, actually. Let me plop that guy in that I took out. We're going to need a loader. That was interesting. Boy, I'm on build mode snap, too. That was kind of interesting. Let's clear that. Kind of rushing through this. I want to get these guys built here. Boom. And boom. And then our crushers will go right in front of that. So we'll grab one of those, and that's perfect, right? Right where you are. Right where you are. So they just need the powder. We can set the recipe on these guys. Boom, boom. Enriched Ignium Pellets. Boom. All right, same thing here. Let's delete these guys out. Delete you. And then delete our little loader because he's going to be needing to be moved over a hair. And actually, that little belt can go too. So let's drop loaders down. Boom. And I think we did boom like that, if I'm not mistaken. The big ones in front. Yep. And we'll just drop down our crushers. And we are, man, we're getting there. We're getting there. There's a fair amount of work to do to get Science Pack 3s. That's a lot more work than we've had to do for our other Science Packs. That's for sure. But that's the fun. Now, actually, we've got a lot of room. If we wanted to run 2 belts, Let's start with one and see what we get. We may regret it later, but I'm thinking we run one belt down the middle here. It just happens to be symmetric. We've got 7 spaces. And then if we need to upgrade later to 2 belts, 2 of the high-powered belts, we can go here and here. But for now, let's just run one belt down the middle. I made some of those level 2s. Let's grab those and pop them. They're going to come straight down the middle here, but they're not going to get populated until these guys feed it. And I think we're going to start feeding it down here somewhere, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm thinking of running the output out the side and then joining in. I think that looks better than coming out the front. And then we got to wire up these ignium powder as well. So let's get the outputs going first. Let's take a couple more loaders. Boom. I think these can just go straight to the belt without a distributor. I'll show you what I mean. I think I can just jam these guys right up to the belt. We'll find out, but I think that will work. If we wanted to make it look really neat, we could maybe put a distributor and have it feed into a distributor. That might look a little nicer. Let's do that on this one and just see what it looks like. We know we're going to need a loader. Boom. These have to be output, by the way, but we'll switch it in a minute because we might be deleting some stuff out. So what I was saying is, can I change direction here? I don't know. Let's just do one more. I was thinking we could do this if it looks better. So let's grab these. Backpack. Do our distributor down. Although this will probably break down once we do the mirror image, right? You'll see what I'm saying. So I thought we could do that, and that might look cool to join in. But that kind of messes up our ability to do it symmetrically. Right? It won't be perfectly symmetric. I'd have to put another distributor somewhere over here and have this guy feed in a little bit earlier or a little bit later. But we don't have like a 3-to-1. So there's this, and then there's this. This looks better to me, but like this looks kind of improvised, doesn't it? And this kind of looks like, oh yeah, it belongs. It's all opinion, right? It's all personal opinion and style, how you want to do it. Darn. Now I'm in a mini dilemma here. I say if we go to 2 lines, this won't be a problem. But for now, I'm going to defer to the simple against my better judgment. And you guys tell me in the comments which one you like better. I probably took out a block there. I didn't want to. Nope, I'm good. But I'm choosing this way kind of because I want the symmetry a little better, a little more than I want the cool look. And by symmetry, I want these guys, this side to do the same thing. So let's pop these down. I'm out of loaders. Let's craft some more. I should have plenty of resource. Let's grab 10 more regular loaders. And those should craft up fairly quick. There's one, and we're just going to have him come out and over here like that. The other way looks better, but let's do it this way for now. All right, here we go. Come on. Let's keep it moving, man. There's a lot of work to do on these guys. Whoops, what did I do? I messed that one up, huh? This guy doesn't need... Looks like this is going to work with just one, so he doesn't have to come out 2 like I did here. So I'm going to delete these guys. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we will just have him shoot on down this way. So that's what I mean by the symmetry. It's like these guys both kind of join up here like this, and these guys both join up to here. It'd be neat if we had a 3-to-1 kind of distributor, but we don't. And then you guys tell me, yeah, it looks like they're different colors, right? So I'm colorblind. I can see some colors, but I can't see everything different. But that looks kind of cool. You can tell that this is a different color. Oops, look at that. I messed this one up. At least one of these. Let's see if I... So yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge for me in games is the color blindness thing. But hopefully I won't mess up the belts because that's going to be kind of important. I guess I can tell they're moving faster too. So if we have a bottleneck, you can kind of see it. And I like in this game how if I stand on the belt, I'm not moving. So tell me in the comments if you like that or you would rather be able to use your conveyor belts as a means of transportation. I kind of like being able to hop up on here and not be moving all over the place. So I mentioned in, I think last episode or a couple episodes ago that I've been playing some Satisfactory and, you get on the belts and it moves you along. And same thing with Factorio. And in Factorio, I've used that to my advantage to move across my factory faster by having some belts down. But I tell you, sometimes it's just a nuisance when you're working in tight quarters and you hop up on a belt and you start moving while you're trying to place an object. So I kind of like that they don't have that here. It'd be cool if that was you could toggle that in the settings and have it the way you want, because I'm sure some people really like it and others don't. All right, let's see where we're at. Man, we're coming up on the end of this episode already. The time flies so fast. So this line is almost set up. Did we do the recipes on this? I don't think so. Let's set the recipes here for the Enriched Ignium little nuggets or pellets. Boom. And then let's see how we're going to route the second line of Techum Rods, because it's got to kind of cross over. That's where things are going to get a little weird. Let's take up this. This is kind of distracting me a little bit. These guys, and I think they're not going to, it's not actually going to stay right here. So let's just get some of that back. And let's just focus on bringing our Techum Rods over. These are just level 1 belts. I actually need to make some more of these too, it looks like. And should we run these next to each other? Why not? I guess the only reason for... I don't see a reason for a gap. We can always rework it if we need to. And I just ran out of belts, so let's construct some more of those. I've got room for 111. Let's grab 50, maybe. Let's see. Something like that. And we'll rotate this guy. And we need to... I got to get out of inventory. Let's come down here. This is going to have to feed all the way over here. So let's do it. And again, we may have to tweak it. I don't know if this is going to work because we got to weave a belt under here. And I don't know if that's going to look like not so great. We're probably we're going to have to definitely come under. And let's see. Have we got these guys all set up yet? No, we still need to do a couple things. These are just level 1 belts. I think we can move this one over one. Let's take these out. So yeah, we're coming up on the end of the episode. If you like what you see, please do like and subscribe. I hate begging for for likes and subscriptions, but it is the only way that I know that the YouTube algorithm will put these videos in front of people and give them a chance to even discover it. All right, let's drop our last crusher. Do we have one, or am I short? I don't see it. Looks like I got to build one more crusher. Let's craft that. Boom. We've got the resources. We came prepared, and we have solar panels we could drop too. So maybe next episode, or at least before we head back to the main factory again, we can exhaust the rest of our power grid supplies that we've got on us. So this one, I got a lot of extra space here. I probably don't need. These aren't really symmetrical. Does it? They probably should they be? Should they be? Do we want to move these over? Okay, we're at the end of the episode. What I'm going to do off camera. I'm going to do this off camera because I don't think it's that special to watch. I'll shift this stuff back a little bit. All of this my ignium crushing operation. I'll shift it back to line up with these guys with those crushers there, and then we'll pick up at that point to what? Yeah, to wire up the ignium or hook up the ignium power, route it to our crushers. That's the other piece that's missing. So we've got the Techum Rods all being constructed and belted into our ignium pellet construction array here. That's all done. We just need to do the same thing with the ignium powder, and then we'll be good on pellets. And then depending on how much we have in our backpack, we can add some more solar power and just extend that out with the resources we have. And then when we do eventually make it back to the main factory, we're probably gonna have to pick up more of these belts, these fast belts. And then we'll move over to the next few things that we need to produce, which are mostly Techum oriented. We need the wire. So we need to set up a line for wire, and we need to set up a line for the electronic components. So we'll probably do that out this way, kind of coming out this way, and then we can come out this way as well. And then eventually we'll route those materials down here on belts next to this one, which is which will be our pellets, our ignium pellets. Cool. So I've got a tiny bit of homework. I'll do that between episodes. When we get back, hopefully I will have moved this forward to line up for all of the OCD folks like myself to some degree. And then we'll be good to go. We will be good to go. I do need to make these outputs though, I believe, right? Outputs. Let's do that. And then we'll call it an episode. Boom. Because these are going to stay right where they're at. Cool. All right. That's it for this episode. This is Glidercat signing off for now, saying thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.